The idea of the warm-up is not even to increase heart rate, is to really warm up on the muscles that we're going to be stretching and the joints mobility, creating lubrication in the joints. So as we inhale, bring the arms up, really long, long, long spine. Try to see if you can create a little bit more space in between the vertebrae. No tension in the back of your neck, so the chin is parallel. And slowly start by bringing those arms towards the back wall. Gentle movements here. Then bring them all the way down to point the floor. Inhale, bring it forward and pause here. Interlace the fingers and now reverse your palms so the palms are facing the front wall. Start by pulling those shoulder blades away from the middle line, away from the spine, and then retract it. So bring them back to center. Inhale here in the center. Exhale, round that spine a little bit, just mainly focus on opening the shoulder blades away from the middle line. Inhale, retract. Exhale, pull away. Inhale, retract. The next time, bring the arms towards the sky. Create a really, really, really long spine. And then from there, you're going to start by allowing yourself to open your side body. So gently coming towards your right, opening the left of your body. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, other side. One more time on each side. Get long as you inhale towards the sky. Exhale, stretch and open the left side body. It's not about aiming to reach anything, guys. Remember that along the whole practice today, the whole class, is not aiming to reach unless I tell you. It's allowing the body to open. Inhale, super long arms again towards the sky and then open the right side body. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands onto your thighs or knees. Flex your knees and start by coming in a couple of cat cows. So you're trying to create some mobility in that spine. Inhale, project the chest forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in. And then belly in. Round the spine, tuck your chin in. Exhale as you round. Inhale, open the chest, shoulders up, down and away from the ears. Elbows trying to point back. Exhale, round it. 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck it in and round it. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck it in and round it. In the next inhale, come back to standing tall. As you inhale, bring the arms towards the sky. Bring the thumbs together. Interlace the thumbs. And then from there, you're going to do a C curve with your spine, like if you're diving into a pool. Exhale, rounding that spine. You can flex your knees as an option. Inhale, hands onto your knees in order to come back to standing. One more time, long arms. Inhale, super long. As you exhale, dive into that pool of relaxation, opening on the back end. From here, flex one knee and extend the other leg and switch sides. Inhale as you are switching. Exhale fully as you're staying still in one extension, on one leg extended. Inhale, switch and change. One more time. One inhale and switch. Exhale, stay still. Inhale, switch. Exhale, stay still. In the next inhale, grab your elbows, extend both legs. Inhale in the center and very gentle, try to bring both elbows towards the right. Bring yourself back to center. Exhale, other side. We have this one more time. Center. Exhale, extension and opening. Inhale, center. Exhale, extension and opening. From here, we're going to start by coming all the way onto the mat and allow yourself to get seated in a comfortable position. So I'm going to show some of the exercise from the side, some other exercise from the front. We're going to get started top to bottom, right? So we're going to start with the cervical spine. You're going to bring your strap and you're going to place that strap literally at the base of the ear labs. So where your ears end, you're going to place the strap there. You're going to grab the strap on both ends with both hands. And then from there, you're going to start by bringing yourself to create a little bit more mobility on the spine. So a couple of things here. Elbows are pointing down. Try to make those elbows parallel. Sit tall by all means all the time. Make sure that that strap is really at the base of the skull. So you're supporting your skull by the strap. You're going to take a deep inhale in neutral neck. And as you exhale, you're going to pull slightly the strap up as you bend your head backwards. The elbows or the hands are accompanying the movement of your head. So you bring your elbows a little bit higher. Inhale, gently come back to center. Exhale, allow for that neck to really, really stretch and open. It's the opposite of what we do all day long, looking down onto our devices, our computer, looking down. So allow the head to become heavy, fully supported. Your arms are working to support the head, the weight of your head. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, let yourself go. And one thing that is going to be a constant in this class, and it's a constant in practice, in the stretching practice and in any physical therapy, guys. There's no rush. So we're going to repeat each pose several times. And the challenge is going to be for you to be able to really set the mindset for each repetition of the pose or the exercise that you let yourself go. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let yourself come up and open the front of your the throat. Release any tension on your mouth, so bring the tongue towards the bottom of your mouth. Release the jaws and gently come back to center. Release the arms, roll your shoulders back. Staying with your cervical spine, you're going to bring again the strap to under the ear lap, so at the very base of your skull. And in this case, we are going to look for neck mobility. So this is an exercise, let me show you from the front. You want to keep your arms in 90-degree flex approximately. And the idea is that you're going to bring that right hand towards the left and rotate your neck towards the left. Rotate your head, sorry. One thing that you want to do here, guys, again, this is about neck mobility. You don't want to rotate the torso. You just want to rotate that head. So come with the right hand pulling towards the left and come back to center. This is your inhale. As you exhale, accompany the rotation of the head with the arm. It's not that the arm is pulling you literally, it's just accompanying the rotation of the left head. Try to see if you can bring that head a little bit more towards the left, to look towards the left. And then come back to center. And we have one more time onto this side. Inhale, center. As you exhale, allow yourself to rotate. Still supporting that head, but looking for rotation. The movement doesn't come from the pulling of the arm or the strap. The strap is there to simply support the movement of your head. Come back to center. If you feel tensions in your shoulders, come out of the exercise, roll your shoulders back and then reset. Whenever you're ready, same thing, but onto the other side. So again, I start rotating, and you can bring the left arm towards the right at the last minute to hold that twist, to hold that rotation. It's not a twist, it's a rotation. Assess if there's any difference in this side versus the other one. Rotate your head towards the right. Try to see if you can look a little bit more over the right shoulder, if that is a possibility, and come back to center. And we have one more time. Inhale, center. As you exhale, rotate your neck towards the head towards the right, accompany with the left hand. Come back to center. Release your shoulders. In the next one, we go to the same setup, except that this time you grab the straps, crossing it in front of your head. It doesn't look Very stylish, but I promise you it's going to help you. So you're holding your head, I'm showing this to the side this time. You're holding your head with the arms forward, sitting tall, tucking the belly in. Inhale in the neutral, looking forward. As you exhale, start rotating that head towards the left. And now pull with the left arm. Gentle pulls here. Stay here, bring the right shoulder down. Stay here. Inhale deeply. Try to see if you can rotate even if a quarter of an inch more. And then gently, very gentle, come back to center. We're going to do the same one to the other side. Inhale in the center. As you exhale, start rotating that head towards the right. And then the right arm gently facilitates the rotation by bringing the strap towards the right. Stay here, make sure you're not bringing the chin towards your chest or towards your shoulder. Keep the chin parallel. Now when you stay here, inhale, and as you exhale, try to see if the head, not the strap, can go a little bit further. Rotate a little bit more. And then you bring the strap to support that rotation and stay there. Inhale, come back to center. We repeat that one more time. Inhale. As you exhale, rotate the head towards the left. See what is your range of motion without the support of the strap. And then once you reach your range of motion, you think that that's it. Bring the strap to support the head in one place. Hold it there. Breathe deeply. And as you exhale, rotate a little bit more if possible. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, start rotating the head towards the right. The right arm comes towards the right as well. Whenever you're ready, try to see if you can bring that head to be supported by the strap and the pull, gentle pull of that strap. Stay here. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, rotate that head intentionally. You are rotating the head, not the strap, pulling. And the strap now holds. And then come back to center, gentle moves. Roll your shoulders back. The next thing we're going to do is bring your strap literally where your shoulder blades ends. So you need to start assessing your body, really knowing the different parts of your body. So find that space that is not the rib cage, it's not where the rib cage ends, because there you have all your floating ribs, right? You want to assess where this big triangle muscle ends, triangle bone ends, and there is where you're going to put the strap. And from here, grabbing the strap from each side, you're going to do a chest opener. So you're going to pull, if you feel that you will need to wrap the strap around your hands to give you a better grip, go for it. You're going to pull that strap up with both arms and let the chest open. It should really feel like a back bending, with the difference that you have the support of the strap to hold you there. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release. Come back to neutral. Inhale once again. And then exhale, let yourself go. Try to see if you can open that chest a little bit more. Gaze is up towards the sky, or if you have neck issues, you can face forward. You're still opening the upper back, the upper spine. And then gently come back to center. It doesn't need to be a very exaggerated movement. You really just want to decompress the upper back vertebrae. Inhale here, exhale, start pulling those arms up, and as you pull the arms up, you really let yourself go. It's like someone is lifting you from under your shoulder blades. And then gently let go. From there, guys, you're going to come to lay down on the mat. Bring the strap this time face down. Bring the strap. Wait, I'm stuck into. Bring the strap to the same place where you just had it, under your shoulder blade. So we're going to play with this strap a couple of times. The hands are holding the strap. If the strap is sliding, I suggest you wrap the strap once around your hands so you have a better grip for this one. Hands, palms of your hands flat on the mat, elbows coming down and back. It's not engagement, it's not a cobra with all the engagement of your triceps. It's a simple movement to hold the strap down. From there, you're going to try to lift the chest up, engage and open, roll your shoulders back. Try to bring the shoulder blades, the tip down of the shoulder blades to touch the strap. And then release. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let yourself come all the way up again. No tension in the back of your neck. And come down all the way. One more time. Release the arms, let the arms be heavy down on the floor so that you're not holding tension on the shoulders. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, pull yourself up. Try to resist that strap and gently come back down. For a moment, we're going to get rid of the strap. And since we're working shoulder blades, we're going to come into tabletop position. Giving a little bit more mobility to the spine again, we're going to do 2 rounds of cat-cows. So inhale, opening the chest forward. Exhale, really releasing and opening the back of your the back muscles, the back body. So tuck your chin in, belly button in. Now try to take a deeper inhale in your cow. And then full exhalation in your cat. Press yourself away from the mat so that you can open those shoulder blades, round that spine a little bit more. Stay here and come back into neutral. Make sure you have room to the front of the mat and start by bringing yourself forehead down into the mat, slide the arms forward into a happy puppy. Try to see if you can flatten that back, open that chest. Some of you might feel this kind of funny under your armpit. Maybe it's in the pectoris muscle. Assess where you are and breathe in. Get longer and flatter on your back. Exhale, breathe out. To come out of this pose, to not strain on your body, flex your elbows and come to flex, bring the forearms onto the mat. Stay here, find a neutral neck, and then as you exhale, round the spine and tuck your chin in. Inhale, flat back, neutral neck. As you exhale, round it. Inhale, flat. Exhale, round it. In the next inhale, push yourself all the way up. We have 2 thread the needles, 1 to each side. Inhale, left arm goes up really high. As you exhale, aim for that left shoulder onto the mat. You're all familiar with this pose. So align the hip with the knees and start by sliding that left shoulder as far down under your chest as you can. Right hand is on the mat. And now press that right hand down on the mat and try to see if you can pull or push, better said, that scapula away from the middle line. It should feel like a nice release, a nice opening. It's similar if you ever have a massage when the masseuse is pulling the scapula away from the middle spine, trying to create that space. It's a space where we really hold tension together with the shoulders, making the whole upper back look like a block. We feel like it's not dissociated, the shoulder from the scapula, from the ears. Take a deep inhale now. Keep pressing into that right hand as you exhale and try to get deeper into the opening. At your own time, Press the right hand down and come back to center. Find your tabletop position. Inhale, right arm goes up. As you exhale, thread the needle, bringing the right shoulder onto the mat. And again, allow yourself time to really find the spot where you need to place that right shoulder. You really want to have as much as you can towards the center or overpassing the middle line of your body with that right shoulder. Left hand is on the mat. Try to see if you can bring the right ear on the mat. For some of you, this might not even be possible because of the tension we hold in the neck. Allow yourself to inhale deeply. As you exhale, press onto that left hand, opening that scapula a little bit further away from the middle line. You should really engage here. The main opening is happening in the scapula. That is the muscles, those are the muscles that are not working now. All the rest is holding the opening. So really engage on pressing down that left hand down. Engage on your left arm. Legs are strong. Belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center gently and slowly. Take a minute to find one cat-cow. Inhale, make that inhale long. And now make that exhalation super long. Come back to neutral. In the next inhale, you're going to start by bringing yourself into a seated position. Sit on your heels, sorry. And from here, we're going to start by bringing a little bit more mobility, again, to the upper part of your body. So some of you have already done this one, and I guess the feedback is nice. You're going to place the strap around your shoulder on the right. You don't want it to the base of the neck, you want it mainly on the bony area of your shoulder. And then from there, that right hand is going to pull down that right shoulder. From this side, there's not much gravity that you can observe. But if I show you from the front, I'm coming from neutral and then pulling that right shoulder down. When I'm done pulling, inhale deeply, and as you exhale, you're going to bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. The one thing you want to pay attention is that left shoulder is not coming up. Maybe closing your eyes. Take a deep inhale. Pull down as you exhale on the right hand, right shoulder is coming down. Gently come back to center with your head. Release the tension and the pulling on the right shoulder. Now we're going to do that once again, but the next time you're going to rotate your head towards the left and bring the chin towards your left shoulder. Here we go. Inhale, neutral head. As you exhale, pull that right shoulder down. Now rotate the head towards the left and bring the chin towards the left shoulder or towards the left arm, whatever you can think of. Identify if you can see difference in the tension on the neck muscles as you switch where your chin is coming. Stay here. Be patient with yourself, be patient with your body. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the chin towards the towards the shoulder a little bit more. And gently release. Roll your right shoulder back and switch sides. As if you're hanging a handbag, the strap around the left shoulder. Again, not to the base of the neck. Maybe wrap the strap once around your left hand so that you have better traction there. Whenever you're ready, shoulders are staying low and parallel now. Start as you exhale, pulling that left shoulder down. As you exhale now, bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Again, you want to keep both shoulders down. So bring the right hand to the floor. And maybe start assessing if there's some more inhales, more oxygen that you can take to the areas where you hold more tension. Exhale deeply every time that you present an exhalation. Every time that you exhale is one more opportunity for your muscles, the fibers in your muscles to open and stretch. Come back gently to neutral. One more time. This time, remember you're rotating the head towards the right and chin towards the shoulder. Inhale. Start pulling the left shoulder down. Then rotate the head and then bring the chin towards the right shoulder. Keep pulling onto that left shoulder down. Really looking for opening, stretching, releasing. And then gently come back to center. Get rid of the strap. And now you're going to stay seated either in a seated position on your buttocks or seated on your heels. We're going to use the thumbs, and I'm going to show this one from the back. So you're going to locate really the base of your skull, that area where your skull ends and you feel that it's all a whole block of tension. Gently grabbing on your skull, you're going to place your thumbs exactly where you can identify there's a little bit more tension. So you might want to start doing a little bit of acupressure with your thumb, identifying what part of the base of the skull, the muscles that support your head, are really tender. And once you identify those, you're going to hold the head steady, no tension on your head. The head is fully supported by your arms and hands, and then little circles along the area where you feel the stiffness. Stiffness, for some of you, could get to the level that is painful. Maybe there's all these tension being held there. And also, it doesn't have to be painful what you are doing now. It probably is not comfortable or not the nicest sensation, but think about taking air and oxygen into that air. When we strain on our muscles, when we hold tension, we are preventing those capillaries to take fresh blood full of oxygen. So by massaging, you're irrigating and generating again the flow of oxygen to release tension. And guys, as simple as this look, this is literally exercises that not only physical therapists do, but literally neurologists are using this to promote irrigation to the brain with people who have suffered strokes. So look at the very simple nothing that you're doing, but it's really trying to promote oxygenation on all the skull muscles and towards your brain. Inhale, bring the hands down, roll your shoulders back. For some of you, depending on the level of tension, it's quite a workout on your arms as well. The next thing you're going to do is with the tips of your fingertips, all the fingertips except the thumb. So you're going to go to the same area, locate where you have tension, and you're going to strike in from the center to the ears. So you're not going to lift the hand. It's like you're running back and forth, focusing more on the opening and away from the scalp. You want to really get all the way towards where your ears are attached to your head. So it's a strike here to really try to generate an opening, irrigation, Ladies, you might be messing up with your hair, but it's all worth it, I promise. We are going to do this 10 more times. So keep your exhales long as you're striding all the way out. Deep inhales, the exhales. And if some of you are asking, is this stretching? One of the purposes of stretching is to irrigate and originate more, to bring more oxygen toward our muscles. And this is really what we are doing with this gentle strike and massaging here. 2 more. And then release and let go. Complete your strike and your massage by grabbing your ears and do really a gentle massage with the fingertips of the index and thumb and middle finger all around your ears. You want to come all the way down and then all around the ear lap, all the way down. We tend to disregard our ears. We are so lucky we can hear many things, enjoy the sounds of the nature, music, friends talking. Roll your shoulders back, guys. And now from there, drop your head towards the right. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, stay there and pull the left shoulder down. Now take a deep inhale again. And as you exhale, aim to bring the chin as close as possible towards your chest. Exhale deeply. Now gently inhale and bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. As you exhale, bring the right shoulder down and the left ear towards the left shoulder, making sure the left shoulder is not coming up. When we are tight, we try to compensate with the shoulder and bringing it up. And then gently, very gently, you're going to come back to center. Bring the hands like in a basket, interlacing the fingers. Hold your head with your elbows wide open. Hold your head with your hands. Inhale deeply and let yourself go. Open the mouth, open the chest, open the elbows, but mainly let that head open and fall back. Inhale. To come out here, guys, you're going to use your hands, your arms, to support the return of the head back to neutral. Hold it there. And now with the same holding that you have, you're going to pull that head up, like if you're trying to detach the head from your shoulders and your body, and then release. And one more time. Inhale, pull it up, and then release. From here, guys, we're going to come all the way to a seated position. And we're going to get started by bringing ourselves into figure 4. So cross the left leg on top of the right leg, flex the right knee, and start by rocking that hip side to side, generating a little bit more of movement into your hip. From there, fingertips pointing forward, bring that knee towards your chest, and open the left knee as much as you can. Nice, nice opening of the back of the left leg, IT band, inner thigh. We tend to do this in our practice, but usually we don't have the time to really stay here. And for stretching, we have the same principle that we use in yoga. When you think you're ready to come out and the pose become boring or too much discomfort, that is where you want to really stay. So keep inhaling, try to sit tall, generate length and opening in the back of that left leg, IT band working here. If you want, close your eyes and see where you can perceive that you can stretch a little bit more as you inhale and as you exhale. Try to sit taller every inhale. Try to pull that right knee closer towards your chest every exhale. Breathe fluently, breathe with a flow. Don't hold the breath because of the discomfort of the stretch. And then gently drop the knees towards the right. Bring yourself to uncross your legs, and we do the same thing on the other side. So as we were saying in the beginning, two concepts that don't go together is stretch and rush. So we use this time to really try to cool down, to chill out, not just your body, but also help quiet your mind. It's like you're forced to stay still, right? So better let's get the best out of it. Again, as you inhale, try to sit a little bit taller. As you exhale, bring that left knee this time a little bit closer towards your chest. Remember to keep pulling the right knee out. Identify what you're feeling on this side. Take a moment to stay here. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Try to see if you can bring that left knee even a little more. It's magic what happens when we really allow ourselves to open. When we can afford to stay the time that we need to open. Whenever you're ready, take one more inhale, and as you exhale, drop the knees towards the left. Now from here, you can opt to have a block or not a block with you. But you're going to come all the way to start opening those hips. So wide straddle here. And rock yourself side to side. Find the sit bones here so that you can remove any flesh. And we're going to stay here a little bit. So make yourself comfortable. Get your block if you need to. Start by building into the stretch. Again, you might start with flexed knees if that is something that you feel like doing. You can bring a blanket or another pair of blocks under your knees, wherever is comfortable. And here we go. Take a deep inhale, hands down onto the mat, chest proud and forward. And then as you exhale, start surrendering yourself, rounding from this lower back, middle back, and placing that head supported by something. It could be a block, it could be a couple of pillows, something that really holds you up, and you're not stressing about keeping that head hanging. The idea is that you want to facilitate as much as you can the opening of your body, the stretches. That's why we don't do balancing poses. That's why we don't do strength exercises. We really want to facilitate everything that we can so that the body is really rested. Keep breathing in and out. And as your body starts releasing tension, you might be able to get a little bit lower. If that is the case, switch the side of your block, maybe coming to a lower side. Maybe you're already in a flat block. Don't push it. Only change the length or the height of the block, let us say, when you feel that your body can easily reach the next stage. Big release for the lower back, huge stretch for the inner thighs, hamstrings, Close your eyes. Let yourself be. Assess where you are and see if you can get a little bit lower. And you can try, and if a little bit lower is too much, get back to where you feel comfortable. You want to have no tension in the back of your neck, so make sure that that head is no issue bringing it up to the level of the block that you are holding it. Maybe for the last part of this pose or this exercise, you might want to try, see if you can bring yourself to the forehead towards the floor. And again, if it's too much, maybe you can put a fist in one of your hands to hold you. Again, don't lose all that you have gained in the last 25 seconds or so by pushing it too hard on the last minute. Every little inch that you get more flexible is tension leaving your body. So celebrate that without the aim of reaching anything. Now, press your hands down onto the mat gently and very, very slowly extend your arms. Take an inhale here. Find a long spine. And as you exhale, walk your hands towards the right leg, framing that right leg or right foot. And we're going to start the same way that we started when we were coming forward. So if you're not really that flexible that you're able to come all the way down at once, bring not the hands but the forearms onto the blocks, maybe starting on the high edge. You want the head to be really heavy and release any tension. You have been opening your upper back and your neck for a long time to start creating tension now. So really just let that opening that happened in the upper body stay open and free. And as you know, guys, we are a whole unit, right? So just physically speaking, because of our fascia, it's not that the tension in the neck is just tension in the neck. You start with a little bit of tension on the right side of your neck. Next thing you know is that the left shoulder is bothering you. And sometime after that is the lower back on the right side. So that is all the fascia pulling and compensating in opposite directions. So as we release the upper body, as we release the upper spine and the neck, this also helps us to be more flexible, easier to reach the lower back opening. Stay here or switch the height of your blocks. Make sure the left sit bone is fully grounded all the time. Let your torso and your head be heavy here. Breathe in and out nicely and gently. Take as much oxygen as you can towards your muscles, towards your brain. If at all possible, try to see if you can get a little bit lower. If it is too much, don't. See where you are. See what you gained so far. We're going to take 5 more rounds of full breath, inhales and exhales. And these are going to be entirely with you, so maybe you want to try a little bit deeper, maybe you want to stay here, you feel good here. Start pressing the hands down on the mat and very gently, super gentle, guys. It's more important than when you come in, when you're coming out. After a deep stretch, slowly come back to center. And whenever you're ready, blocks to the other side, whatever height you want. Hands in the center, long, back flat, back, chest open, and then rotate your torso towards the left leg. And start surrendering now. And you want to surrender again, starting by the ease, on the easy side, right? Starting in an easy way. So my suggestion is forearms, not even hands. Forearms fully supported by the blocks. And start allowing that head to melt down, no tension. Make sure the right sit bone still is grounded on the floor, that is key. Play around with inhales, inflating your abdomen. And as you exhale, bringing that belly towards the spine, see how the right sit bone gets even more grounded every time you bring the belly in. As you stay here, maybe you want to start playing on this side. How much tension have you released? Where can you get? Maybe this side is a little bit more open, or it was holding a little bit less tension than the first side. Last 5 breaths, your choice, depending on which edge of your block or without block you want to be. Make each inhale count, make it long. Each big exhale even longer. Now slowly pressing the hands down into the blocks or mat. Same thing that we said before, super, super gently come out of that pose. And if you ever have a question, can you get hurt when you come out of the pose? Yes, certainly, as much as you can when you come in. That fiber is all stretched out, and if you suddenly come out of the pose, you're asking to snap. So really be careful when you're coming out of those poses, guys. We're going to lay on our back and bring the strap again with you. And before we go there, take at least 5 big gulps of water, and I want you to really count them. So full mouth and swallow. from here, laying down on your back. For the ladies, make sure that the ponytail or whatever in your hair is not pulling you. Make sure you have a free back of your neck. Right leg goes towards the sky. Left leg is fully extended. Pulling the strap on both ends with each hand. Each hand is pulling at an end of the strap. Forget about the left leg. Usually we engage that left leg as well. I just want you to get that leg relaxed, no pulling or anything. You're going to focus 100% on that right leg. And now pull that strap down, flex the foot, and the toes are pointing towards the sky, towards the nose, sorry. Try to bring those arms to touch the floor so you're not holding any additional tension. You're just facilitating the opening here. If you have any neck issues, maybe you want to bring a blanket or a pillow to support your head in a neutral position so that you're not stressing on the neck area that you have already released. And again, even if this is not a new exercise, the secret for the class today, guys, is to work in opening more, opening deeper. That's why we're dedicating a whole hour to stretch, to open. There are so many exercises that we can do. I wish we had more than an hour. Keep pulling that leg, that strap down, and this time slide the strap towards the ball of your foot, and the toes are still pointing down. Try to bring those toes to point even more towards your nose. Maybe there's more sensation in the calf and the back of your knee now. Maybe you feel it more into the insertion of that spot where the hamstring and the glute meet. Breathe in. Breathe out long. Now grab the end of the straps, both ends of the strap with the left hand. Wrap it around your left hand. Right arm to the side of your body. And you're going to simply keep that foot flexed and bring that leg not to the left fully. You just want to keep that leg engaged and bring it to the middle line. And if you are holding any tension in the IT band or hamstring or lower back or glute, I promise you, you will feel it. Again, try to bring that left arm towards the floor, nothing holding up in the air. If by any chance any of you are starting to feel a little bit of a cramp in your legs, just flex the knee, release, do a little bit of a massage, irrigate again, and get back to the stretch if that is something that you can do. We have 3 more breaths here. Take the time, don't rush it. And slowly in the next inhale, start flexing the right knee. Release the strap, grab the right foot with the right hand and bring yourself into half happy baby. And gently release. Extend the leg and observe if there's any difference in between the right and the left leg. Maybe even the lower back. We're coming now into the left foot. Strap goes there, flex the foot, extension of the right leg. And again, in this case, we are not engaging that right leg. You simply let it be there. Just relax. Grab the strap on both ends. Assess where your 90 degrees. For some of you, maybe your 90 degrees over here because you're really having a hard time with a tight hamstring to bring that leg to 90 degrees. So assess where your 90 degree is. And from that starting point, elbows and arms down on the mat, flex the left foot, toes pointing the nose. You start stretching from there. For some of you, maybe full extension of the leg is not possible. You need to keep your knee bent. If that is the case, start building from that starting point. That is your starting point. Every inhale that you take, try to get that leg longer. Every exhale that you take, try to pull those hands down a little bit closer towards your chest. Feeling even if one little bit of more of stretch in the back of your leg. Inhale again. Exhale, and this time bring the strap towards the ball of your left foot. Toes even pointing more towards your nose. It's like you're trying to get the heel towards the sky. Again, you might feel a little bit more sensation on your calf. For the girls, if you wear a lot of high heels, we tend to have, that's me, or it used to be me when we were not in COVID. I realized that my ankles, the muscles around my ankles and heels are really short. In the next inhale now, you're going to bring both ends of the strap towards the right hand. Wrap it around your hand. The arm comes to the floor. And then bring that leg towards the middle line. No need to overpass it. I promise that you're engaging onto that leg, bringing the toes to point the nose, and the strap down, pulling down. You would feel that IT, that hamstring, that glute. For some of you, again, maybe even the lower back. These exercises are great for all of us who are sitting extended hours. As we sit long, our back comes really lazy on top of being flat. And on top of that, our hamstrings get weak. So we really need to open and stretch. As you are opening the back muscles, remember, as we always say, there's no one part of your body that doesn't work in the engagement of the opposition or the opposite part, same as the energy, right? So as you're stretching the back, you're really engaging on the front of your legs. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale. Make it long, make it count. Exhale. Press down onto that hand. Bring that strap to stretch it more. One last time, inhale. And as you exhale, start flexing that knee. Release the strap. Half happy baby on the other side. Try to keep your chest open. Gently come back to center. Bring both knees together. Rock yourself side to side, minimum rocking. So you want just a little bit of a massage for the lower back. From there, guys, rock yourself gently forward. And the next thing we're going to do is to open the front part of your hip. So basically we have a couple of more minutes just to stretch this. You're going to start by bringing yourself from tabletop. If possible, bring a blanket under the right knee or double pad on your mat. So fold the mat and make it double. And you're going to bring the left knee forward, flex that knee, foot forward. Make sure you're not on the kneecap itself, but on the upper part of your knee. And we're going to start by bringing the hip forward. As we stay here, plant your hands fully, if possible, to support your upper body. I'm not asking you to tuck your belly in. I'm not asking you to do anything other than opening that hip flexor. If you happen to be on a blanket, the right knee, that is going to facilitate. It could be a blanket, it could be a t-shirt, something that allows you to slide that right leg a little bit more towards the back, towards the bottom of the mat. And then once you slide it a little bit more, you hold it there again. Exhale fully. The only purpose of this exercise, the only thing you want to focus here is bringing the right side of your hip down. No tension on your neck, gaze is down. Your chest and your upper body supported by your front leg. We're going to do this one more inhale. And as you exhale, slide that right leg a little bit more, that right knee a little bit more, if possible. If you feel that it's too much of a stretch for the hip flexor, get back to the previous position and hold it there. The back foot, you want the front of the foot, the right foot on the mat. You don't want to tuck your toes or anything. Again, in stretching, purely stretching classes, you want to facilitate everything that you can do so that your body can do the proper stretch, the exercise that you're looking to perform, the muscles and the fibers and the ligaments that you're trying to really work on. In the next inhale, start walking yourself gently, super gently back. Bring those knees together. Rock that hip side to side. Let it accommodate back into the center. And whenever you're ready, we're going to do the same thing before we finish onto the other side. Left knee on the blanket or wherever you're placing that one. Take a moment to bring that right knee to flex and extend and flex that knee a couple of times. You want to really let go of that big opening and now get that hip flexor to get back into a normal state. And then stop rocking that front leg, and whenever you're ready, start allowing yourself to come to the top of the left knee, framing that front leg, nothing to hold except that you're pulling or pushing that left side of your hip down. While we're opening here, I'm going to bring you a couple of reminders. So when you finish this practice, this class, try to drink at least 10 more of those big gulps. Ideally, you should be able to finish or complete 36 ounces of water. even before your dinner time. Now slide the back knee a little bit more. And it's not about the extension of the right leg. That right leg extends not normally because you're moving your hip back and down and sliding the left knee back. You really are still focusing on opening the hip flexor on the left. Another note, if you have a chance, take a time to take either an immersion bath, if you have Epsom salts, 10 times better. But if not, just take a shower, hot water, replenish and facilitate more irrigation into your muscles. Ideally, you don't want to do anything strenuous after a deep opening and stretching of the class, a class that is deep in stretching. Slide that left knee, if at all possible, a little bit further back down. Two more rounds of inhales and exhales here. Exhale fully. Let the hip be heavy. One more time. Inhale. Exhale fully. Plant both hands to the inner part of the right leg and the right foot. Start sliding that right leg back. And whenever you're ready, allow yourself to regroup yourself into a child's pose. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Whenever you're ready, we're coming back to sit on your heels. And I gave you most of the tips for after the class. My only last recommendation is for you to try to, you have been slowing down your nervous system, activating the parasympathetic nervous system a lot. So it has been more than an hour or so that we have been doing that. If you can take the rest of the night to take the best of the benefits out of this exercise, if you can take the rest of the night in a, let's say, chill out mode, you know, try not to get back to work if at all possible, try to take it easy, enjoy a nice meal. Take this rest of the night. It's once a week that you do this probably. So let's try to take this as a matter of self-love, okay? And with that, my friends, we finished our first stretching class with a lot more to do, a lot more exercise to practice. We didn't get to the ball today. Sorry, I promise we're going to use all of the props, but it's really important that rather than committing to using just blocks and coming from one pose to the other, the real benefit is on staying and breathing in, breathing out. So at this moment, I want to hear if you have any questions, and if not, we can